So in Texas, there are three kinds of field sobriety tests that are allowed to be used in court. The first is the one-leg stand, the second is the walk and turn, and the third is the horizontal gaze nystagmus test. That's the pen test like that, right? And so in each of those tests, the police officers are looking for different things. The trick here is that they're not always looking for the things that you think they're looking for, right? So you may think, are they watching that I do a straight line? And they are, but they're also watching, did you start on time? Did you stop on time? Are you following all the little directions? You know, at the end of the walk and turn, they ask you to make a circle with your feet. I have never seen somebody do it correctly because it's so complicated, the instructions. So as a defense attorney, we're coming in there and we're trying to point out the idea that these tests are designed to fail, right? So they're telling you, hey, do a one-leg stand, right? But what they're really watching for is, are you swaying back and forth? Not necessarily are you even following the instructions. The tests are so tricky. And again, the big thing is they've got nothing to do with driving. There are so many people, older people with sports injuries that could not pass the test regardless of they were sober or they're intoxicated. So again, you're not required to take the tests. If you decide to take them, we're going to attack both the instructions that the officer gave and the fact that these things are in fact designed to fail. Field sobriety tests are only as good as the instructions that are given by the officers. Some officers do the right thing and they kind of read the instructions from a little sheet of paper that they're given, but other officers kind of wing it, right? And they try to remember the instructions from memory, and they almost always make a mistake, right? And if you make a mistake in the instructions, then you can't expect that the person's going to do the test perfectly. And so that's an area that we've had a lot of success in challenging in court. So with field sobriety tests, the police officers are going to have their body cams on. So that usually gives us a really good avenue to look at and see whether or not you actually did fail it or whether or not you passed and the police officer just said, you know what, I don't think he passed. Don't minimize the impact of being nervous as well, being scared. It's the middle of the night. All those things kind of play into this idea that the field sobriety tests, they're not actually as accurate as people think.